Hi, I'm Joe Hines, and it's time for Professor Hines' monthly marketing message. This is where you can come monthly to get new content in marketing and grow your business. I am a 30-year veteran of marketing. I've worked in industry for over 20 years. I worked for some of the country's largest Fortune 100 firms. Following that, I went into education, where I am an adjunct professor of marketing at California State University, Fullerton, at Whittier College, Fullerton College, and a number of other local institutions here in Southern California. In 2013, I started my own marketing practice called A Cubed Marketing, where we provide our clients with digital marketing services and marketing consultation. Today, I wanted to talk with you on the subject of sales funnels and building a sales funnel that will help you drive growth and new business in your organization. I think probably the first place to start is to understand really what exactly is a sales funnel. So, a sales funnel is a series of linked tactics that companies use when they are trying to attract and convert prospects into new business. It follows your buyer through the various stages of what we call the consumer journey. I actually have a separate video on this subject with a link in the notes, and if you'd like to learn more about the consumer journey, please use that link. The consumer journey is composed of 5 different phases. There's the awareness stage, where a prospect becomes aware of a need, begins to look for a solution. Once they become aware of that need, they go through a process of gathering information and evaluating it. A decision is ultimately made in terms of how they're going to solve their situation. And then finally, if the brand or company has done an exceptional job in serving the client's needs, it culminates in advocacy. Now, a sales funnel is composed of multiple different tactics. It can include, but is not limited to, email campaigns, posts on your favorite social media sites, videography or video, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts. And in each of the sequential tactics that we use, what we do is we create the proper content and match it up with the phase of the decision-making process that any customer is going through at any one time. Information needs will change from stage to stage. One of the things that a sales funnel very importantly does is it helps you to differentiate your brand, product, and service from your competitors. And it's perfect for doing this because there is that moment or several stages in the journey that consumers are collecting information to help them make the proper decision for which way they should go. And in addition, they are evaluating one brand against another. So this is really the opportunity and the time to talk about how are you distinct and different. When they're properly planned and executed, a sales funnel can help you improve your closure rate and improve your campaign's return on investment. Well, the best place to begin is to create a sketch or a pretty detailed outline of who your ideal customer is. And this will be based on information that you gather from your experience in your business, as well as other sources like secondary research that you can obtain, or even some rather informal types of primary research, such as customer or client interviews and things like that. You don't need to, as a small business, go very deep in spending into your budget and market research to gather a lot of the information that you'll want to use. The outline, this buyer persona, is going to include the kinds of media that your prospects reference when they're trying to collect information relative to their purchase decision. It's really, what kinds of media do they frequent? And as you pursue, maybe you think of the customer's diary. Think of a day in the life of your customer and what happens with that customer throughout the day in terms of their media usage. Maybe they start the morning by going to Facebook. Then once they're up and moving, maybe they switch on something like Spotify to get their morning groove going. Maybe from there, they'll get to the office and start to review email. Once they've got their email done, maybe they switch over to another music source, like Apple iTunes or something. From there, it could be later in the day they go back to their email. Maybe they go back to their Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or you name it. Okay, and it's an idea of where are they at any one point in time, so that if you are placing either organic or paid content out there, you've got an opportunity to reach them when they're there online. You also really want to understand how do they use social media. Some prospects are going to be just casual surfers. They don't publish much on social media, but they do like to keep on top of trends. They do like to see photos from their friends, but they themselves are not actively posting. On the other hand, some people are really deep on a publishing end, and maybe they are very active in the blogging area, or maybe they have a podcast, or maybe minimally they're tweeting and they're liking other people's posts and things like that. We want to understand that, because some of those people, the ones who publish more often, might be very ideal for use as an influencer in your campaign, and I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Also, in terms of the buyer persona, we want to try to identify either A, are any of our prospects influencers in their own networks, or B, who are they influenced most by? This is because of the idea of social proof. Now, social proof is one of 6 very important concepts that a writer named Robert Cialdini wrote about in his book on influence and persuasion. The social proof idea is that when confronted with a new decision to make, oftentimes prospects are maybe buying something that they haven't bought before. What other people do is important to them because it helps them form their own decision. If they either see things that their friends have done, people that are personally connected to them in their networks, or people whom they respect and admire, such as a celebrity or an athlete or famous person in the business world perhaps, they may base their own decisions based on the people that they refer to. Of sharing content and influencing other people so that they can further influence is also related to the concept of social media engagement, which is taking the strength of your prospects' networks and the size of their networks in order to amplify your message and reach more people. We also want to understand really who or what are our customers' main pain points. When we understand our customers' pain points, we're in a much better position to create content that will be relevant to the needs of your prospects. Another point very related or very connected to the whole idea of pain points is what are your customers' major purchase considerations? Meaning, are they more influenced by price, or are they more influenced by quality, or are they influenced by how green or sustainable is your product? So once we've assembled this buyer persona, we can then move on to stage 2 of the sales funnel, which is to get our customers' attention.